What does it mean to be an American?
I'm a millennial, right?
Yeah.
So yes, most millennials, what does it mean to be American in the year 2023? I think you mostly get silence.
Well, what would the historic answer to that question be?
The ideals that set this nation in motion.
Welcome back to Totally Based. I'm Joey Gaskin, and today we've got to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy and his idea to change the voting age from 18 to 25. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on new content from me. Now let's get to it. All right, guys, so as you know, Vivek Ramaswamy is currently on the campaign trail, and if you know anything about him at all, you know that he's an America First candidate. And to me, he's the only America First candidate that has ideas that will impact America in a new and fresh and exciting way. And that's no shade to Donald Trump. I just like the ideas that Vivek has. Now, one of the ideas that Vivek has is he wants to change the voting age from 18 to 25, which to me, I find that to be quite significant. He was recently on The Young Turks talking to Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur about this, and changing the voting age from 18 to 25 would be a big deal. At the age of 18, you can serve your country. You can buy a pack of cigarettes. At the age of 21, you can buy alcohol. But at the age of 25, you can vote. Now, again, this is something that sounds outrageous, but I actually kind of agree with him. Check this out.
You would like to disenfranchise voters between the ages of 18 and 25.
Wrong.
You want to increase the voting age to 25 years old. Why do you want to do that?
Well, I don't want to disenfranchise anybody. But I do think that we need to revive civic duty in this country. So right now, I think we suffer a crisis of national pride in the United States of America. So the same logic that we apply to immigrants who want to come to this country, to say that you have to know something about the country before you vote in that country, I think it is fair to apply that same logic to somebody who turns 18 and acquires their citizenship that way. And if not that, then at least to serve the country in some minimal way. So if you ask me, are we better off or worse off as a nation if every high school senior has to pass the same civics test that every immigrant has to pass in order to become a voting citizen? I think that will make our country stronger. I think that will make our country more united. I think that will make our voting populace more informed, people more proud to be an American. There was a 10-year-old girl who approached me in Iowa last week, having heard about this policy and some of the criticisms from the left and otherwise. She printed out the 100-question test. She scored 100%, 60% is a passing score. If a 10-year-old girl in Iowa can do it, yes, every high school senior can and should too. And that's not a Republican idea or a Democrat idea. Now, I personally believe that voting rates amongst young Americans will actually skyrocket once we revive that sense of civic pride and civic duty. I also favor making Election Day a national holiday. We should make voting in this country a civic ritual, that it should mean something. It unites us to say that we take the time to know about our country, our Constitution, and then participate in our republic. And so I'm not saying you have to agree with me on that, but I do think that if you're not going to agree with me on that, then I challenge you to find a better idea, and I'm open to it myself, for how we revive that missing civic pride in our country. But one way or another, we're gonna have to think outside of the existing box to do it. And that's part of where I'm leading the way.
Now, to me, that is totally base. The idea of changing the voting age from 18 to 25, just the statement alone is a hair caught on fire statement. It makes people freak out like you're taking something away from them. But what I find is it's actually adding value back to the process. If you have to test or wait for something, it adds value back to it. Now, one thing too, just to be clear, Vivek is not saying that you have to be 25. He's saying you could take a test at 18 and still pass this test and be able to vote. Now, when you drive, when you get your driver's license, you have to take a test to know what to do on the road. And I feel it should be the same with voting. You should take a test so that way you're informed about history, you're informed about your country, and you know what's going on, and you know the privilege that actually comes along with voting in America. Now, to see how we're currently passing the test, Outkick recently did a segment when they went around and they interviewed people on the street, asking them questions from the civic test. Check this out.
GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy thinks that all voters should be able to pass a civics test, so I'm here on Broadway to see how we're doing. Can you name 3 cabinet positions?
Oh, Secretary of State.
Yep.
Secretary of Labor.
Yep.
And we'll go the Secretary of Education.
Correct. What is the capital of Tennessee?
That one. I have no idea. Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
No, that's Florida.
That's Florida. That's Florida.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Knoxville. No.
Do you know the capital of Tennessee?
What the hell? These people don't even like me.
All right, I'll give you a hint. You're standing in it. When was the Constitution written?
1865.
Before that.
1854. 1818. 1777. 1789. 1784. 1785. 1786. 1777. 1778.
No.
Kanye West. Kanye 2024. Big time. I wrote him in West Virginia. Put him on the ballot.
How many U.S. senators are there?
Way too many.
Well, they're way too old, I'll tell you that.
Not enough to do the job right, that's for sure.
If something bad happens to the president, who takes over?
The vice president.
Who is our vice president right now?
What does it start with? What's the first letter start with?
K.
Not sure. I don't know.
Okay. When was the Constitution written?
1976.
1787. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
Sad.
32.
27. How many U.S. senators are there?
Damn. More than 50.
That's true, yes.
Because there's 50 states. There you go.
And how many senators are from each state?
2.
So how many is that?
100.
There you go. It's just basic math. You got it.
I have to really think.
What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
Pacific?
East coast.
Atlantic then.
There you go. If something bad happens to the president and the vice president, who takes over?
First one up from Congress?
And who is that?
Some old man.
Do you know what ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
Pacific? Atlantic, sorry. Wait.
Atlantic. What is the capital of Tennessee?
What?
It's Nashville, guys! How many years do we elect a senator for?
4.
6. What about a congressman?
That's 4.
2.
It's just a trick question, so.
Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general in what war?
World War II. He commanded Operation Overlord and D-Day invasion.
Correct.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? So proudly we hail.
All right, guys, so you saw that. I think it'd be beneficial for us all to take a test because I'm not going to lie, I was scratching my head on a few of those. Anyways, if you guys like this video, you like the content that I'm bringing to you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.